Hello, everybody. Mark here at Gilbo Realty. Thank you so much for coming back and watching another show. Today, it is what? July 10th, 10 days into July. It's warm today, man. It's like 95 out, sunny, beautiful. I hope where you are is raining so that you understand that the faster you get here, the better your life is going to be. It's definitely the weather's going to be better. Let's put it that way. But today, let's talk about protecting your deposit because that's a big one. And I really hash this out with my agents 100% of the time that look, you need to protect your buyer's deposit at all times. No ifs, ands, or buts. So we need to make sure our contracts are written to protect that deposit. I don't want you writing a $5, $10, or $15,000 check and have that go to waste because we wrote the contract wrong. That's not what we're all about. I'm a big fan about asking questions about your situation, making sure we all understand them and that we understand what we have to do when we do write an offer for you, what we have to do in the contract to make sure you are protected. It is so important and is the biggest thing, in my opinion, when it comes to protecting your buyer is protecting their deposit. There's a lot of things that can go wrong in a transaction, and we want to make sure that if they do go wrong, your deposit is protected. So let's talk about protecting your deposit a little bit. Since we operate in New York and Florida, I'll tell you that New York is so much better at protecting deposits. It's not even close. In one of our contracts, the max you can take from a buyer backing out of your home sale is about $1,500 max. And that'll go to cover like your survey, your abstract update. And in New York, we still do abstracts in upstate New York, which is the history of the property, your survey, your tax searches, some miscellaneous fees. So that's what that $1,500 is going to cover. It's not to put, to line the pocket of the seller in New York. So even if you put down $10,000 in New York, the buyer is going to get the majority of the deposit back, unless the seller can prove that they've been harmed more than that $1,500, which in most cases is very hard. Florida, that's a whole other ball of wax. I've never seen listing agents and sellers more willing to take a deposit, to be honest with you, and sometimes even hoping to in Florida. It's really, to be honest with you, it's pretty baffling. The contract closing date in New York is also different. In New York, it's on or about a date. On or about. The contract date in Florida is on or before the date. So that's a difference. But that little difference can decide your deposit's fate, in my opinion. And having an agent looking out for that and informing you that, hey, this ain't New York, or this ain't New Jersey, or this ain't Pennsylvania, or wherever you may be coming from is important to me. The other difference in New York is that we close with attorneys. We have an automatic 3-day attorney review period in all of our contracts in upstate New York. In Florida, you use majority of title companies. And then if you wanted that 3-day attorney review, we have to add an addendum to the contract so you have that period. And that's business days, by the way, okay? So we have to add an addendum, attorney review addendum. In New York, since we close with attorneys, your attorney reviews a contract for free. That's part of their process. That's part of their fee. In Florida, you're probably going to have to pay an attorney to review the contract, or unless you have somebody in your home state that can review it for you real quick. Typically because you're going to use the seller's title company to close because they're going to pay your title insurance fee, okay? So unless you plan on using that attorney in Florida to close the deal for you, or at least represent you on the closing, you're going to have to probably pay a small fee to have an attorney review that contract. I don't care which way you do it. If you're uncomfortable or you feel comfortable using an attorney, I recommend you do it. We just add the small addendum. Not a big deal. Another thing I see in Florida and New York is I see large deposits being put down here in Florida. I don't like that. I never have liked it. In New York, we don't put such large deposits down. Now, I'm not talking about New York City. That's a totally different ball of wax. During COVID, it was pretty common to put a larger deposit down because you had, 12 offers, so it looked better. You shouldn't be putting down more than 5 to 10K in an offer here in Florida, unless that home is pushing $1 million or more, or maybe you have a multiple offer situation, which is not happening too often anymore, but sometimes it does. And maybe that extra 10 grand on the deposit, if you love the house, will make a difference and sway the seller over to your side. That's a potential. Personally, if your agent is asking you to put a large deposit down, I would question it. I'm not a big fan of it. I question their motive. Why are you asking me to put such a large deposit down? If you ask me to put 20K down, I need to know why. If the house is $500,000, why you ask me to put 20K down? It's kind of a lot. It's 4%. If a seller's agent counters back with a large deposit, I would think twice about buying the home. I would definitely counter back and not raise my deposit amount at all. I would pretty much be take it or leave it. Or unless you really love the house, right? then maybe you move forward. As long as you're 100% sure that you love the house and you want to move forward. I don't play with deposits. That's my biggest thing. So, another thing, if you need the money from your home sale in your current state, let's say Jersey, we need to make sure that your contract is contingent upon your home closing in Jersey because you need the money from that. So, we're going to write up your Florida offer contingent upon your home closing in Jersey. Now, another thing we're going to do, because they're probably going to close these transactions on or around the same day, preferably the same day, is we're also going to make sure that your contract in Jersey is contingent upon you buying and closing on a house in Florida, because we don't want you to be homeless. We want them to be together, closed together. See, these are little things you just got to worry about. This is why you have representation, okay? And this is where experience matters. Now, you can deal with someone who's been in the business 1 year, 2 years, but I don't let my agents who have only been in the business for that long operate on their own. Every contract has to go to me. I had to review every single one. That's how I deal with it. Anybody else letting a 6-month-old agent write an offer without reviewing it, to me, is crazy. Okay, there's just so many facets to this business. And one of the biggest things that I see, especially in Florida, are people losing their deposits. And they're losing their deposits because their agent, the buyer agent, is not looking out for them properly. Okay. So make sure that if you're not dealing with us, you make sure that you dot your I's, cross your T's. And if you're not 100% sure of your buyer's agent representing you, make sure they add the 3-day attorney addendum so that an attorney down here can review it for you. And if it doesn't look good, they have that 3-day review to change the contract. House number 1, 5810 Penny Lane, Penney. This is a nice designer home over in Fenny. I love that area. It's beautiful. I drove through it today. It was actually gorgeous today, nice and sunny. We went to a couple open houses over there. Very nice. But you know what? For $650, this house has a pool and a birdcage. It's beautiful. It's got a huge lanai. Why is this home still sitting there? I don't know. If they do an open house, I'm going to go to it. It's been on the market 190 days. 190 days. It's had multiple discounts. It started at $695. It's now down to $650 with a pool. So it's not like this house is tiny. It's 3.2, 2,016 square foot, sitting at $322 a square foot. Again with a pool, built in 18. Villages Fenny, expansive floor plan, Lantana model. Let's see some photos. Love this house. It's pretty. Stucco siding. No gutters, but you're going to have to add those. They do have the gutters in the front, though, which keeps that away from your front door. That's kind of nice. Tile throughout in this thing. It's beautiful. Big open floor plan. Wood cabinets. Big island in the middle. Double sliders. Very nice. Again, some of this is staged. All right, so that gas stove here. Appliances look good. Well, got a ceiling fan with a light in it, folks. Look at that baby. Okay, see if we can get out of here. Okay, so you got granite countertops too. Gas stove. This is not the fridge the Villages puts in this home. This is a newer appliance too, by the way. I love this wine rack. They should do more of that. Very nice. See if we can get outside. Nice tile. I like the cabinet. It's got a little two-tone going on here, a little strip. Okay, photos. Photos. There we go. All right, master bedroom. Nice and big. Love these shutters too. Very nice. Look at these. Those aren't cheap, folks. Here's a master bath. Love it. Still got these two-tone cabinets. Wow. Pretty. Walk-in shower. There's a big closet. Here's another another bedroom, sorry. Very nice. Here's a shared bath. I love it. Granite countertops again. Here's the third bedroom with that Village's $39 fan with a light kit. Here's the laundry. Probably 20 or 30 amp plug. Okay. So it's got the sealed driveway floor, golf cart garage. Love it. So look at this huge lanai. This baby's gigantic, especially compared to the houses I was in today. They're half this size. Let's say each one of these are 8 foot. There's 8, 16, 24, 32. Is this right? This thing's huge. With the pool in the end, look at this. Look at this. So if you're looking for a house with a pool that's not very old, this is 2018, sitting at 650. 650, folks, start at 700 in Fenny, a beautiful area. Now, I have not been in this house, but I'm thinking we're going to take my wife over there, make an appointment to go see it, or at least visit an open house. I do have a couple clients looking for a pool. Here's your layout. Great layout. I like this house. So 5810 Penny Lane, 650,000, 3 beds, 2 bath, 2,016 square foot, 187 days on the market, approaching that 190, 322 square foot. It's a beautiful designer home at Fenny with a pool, golf cart garage. It's a nice house. No carpet, tile throughout. So think about this one. Let's go to another one. Now, here's another one here, 1449 Jeremy Circle for 424.9. It's 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,722 square foot. It was open today from 10 to 12. I didn't get over there to it. It's open next Thursday from 10 to 12 as well. Sitting at 246 a square foot. Village of Lake Denham, so that's a little bit south of Citrus Grove and Sawgrass. A Bluebird designer model, room for a pool. So this is not very old. It was built in 2023. This thing's like a year and a half old. So let's see the inside of it. The only thing I'm looking at right now is this power line. Let's see how close it is. Nice home. It's pretty. Stucco siding, gutters, at least all around. They got gutters all around, so that's an upgrade. That's nice. So we walk in here. They left the TV, unless it's fake. I love the picture on it, though. It's cool. Okay. So I would like a better picture when you first walk in. Like why am I not at the front door looking in here? So we're in the living room still. This is the front door. So you walk into like a little dining room area over here, and you got to walk down here to your kitchen on the left. I'm okay with that. Kind of takes your kitchen out of view. I don't like people looking straight into my kitchen or living room all the time. I'm okay with that. Another eating area in the back off the kitchen. That's probably the first picture I would have taken and put on there. So the darker cabinets, not a huge amount of storage space, but you do have the cabinets underneath. Looks like quartz countertops, gas stove. Little laundry room right there off it. There we go. So quartz countertops, nice. That's the cheapo fridge a Villages puts in. That last house we just looked at, that fridge is way more money than that thing. Appliances are not cheap anymore, folks. There we go. Good shot. Okay. Again, photos, guys. We don't need you to move every 3 feet to take a picture of the kitchen. Okay, there we go. This must be the master. Looks like it. 3 more feet. There you go. You got your closet. Walk-in bath. Let's take a look at that. Carpets in here. Dual sink, pocket door toilet. Probably the shower behind us somewhere. There you go. Tile to the ceiling. I love it. Here's another bed. Big closet. Here's the other bed. Now, I'm wondering if over here there's 2 bedrooms and a bathroom on one side, which I hope is the case because I like that layout. I like these 2 rooms put on the same side with their own bathroom and then the master suite on the other side, or at least separate it out. I like it better that way. This is nice. Quartz countertops, nice little slit window, tile to the ceiling. I love it. There you go. Okay. So they sealed the garage floor again. First thing I noticed. They took 1 picture of the garage. I was hoping for that angle from another direction because I wanted to see if they had a water filter system. So the good thing is they have gutters all the way around, running that water away from your house. You see this little stain right here? That was probably before they started putting the gutters up. What happens is it drips down so hard. You get so much rain here during certain times of year. And if you don't have gutters, that stuff is just pouring right down, hitting your screen, splashing into this lanai, covering all your furniture and your carpet. And eventually that can turn into mold. So you got to make sure you get these gutters on. They're not that expensive, folks. It's a great upgrade. This has got a huge backyard. It's got a big lanai. dual doors. You can definitely put a pool in here, make this nice. And they left 2 TVs for you, which is nice too. Look at that. The only thing I don't like is this power line. It's kind of close. But if you don't care about that stuff, doesn't look like Florida really cares about the power lines, you could definitely put a beautiful pool back here and have a really, really nice spot for you to look at. I like this house. So 1449 Jeremy Circle. Why do I think I've been on this house? But it was probably last month. 424.9, 1722 square foot, 3 beds, 2 bath, huge yard, 246 a square foot, built in 2023 in Lake Denham. It's a Bluebird designer model, a room for a pool. It started at 449, now down to 424. It's right along here in this Florida Turnpike area. So you're probably going to get some highway noise, but you are right out the back here is where you can hop on the turnpike to go north or south, which is wonderful. You can also go down this back road to go over here to Okahonka, go shopping. There's some restaurants over here. Or you could take this 470 route, go over here to the newer sections in Eastport. That's another option for you. So yeah, you're going to have a little bit of highway noise. But, if you can live with that, this is not a bad deal. It's actually okay. We'll go from there. Let's see if we can find one more. Okay, so 6991 Sugar Creek Path. 3 beds, 2 bath, 1,861 square foot. It's got a big backyard, by the way the photos are looking. But it's kind of weird how they have it shaped. It's 560. Again, 3 beds, 2 bath, 1,861 square foot. Sitting at $300 a square foot. Built in 23. Private preserve view. Does it tell us where it is? In Lake Denham, the village of Lake Denham. So again, same as the last one. These 2023 models, people are selling them after a year and a half. What's going on with that? So the other one we just looked at was right here. There's the highway. This one's over here. You're not going to get too much highway noise here. You might get a little bit at night, maybe because sound carries at night, but not too much. It's actually not a bad area. Probably a lot of privacy right here. Let's look at some photos here, though. Good looking house, basic landscaping. Love it. Love it. Love that front porch, too. Now, here's this big backyard. So some of this is the neighbors over here. Like, I think this is probably your divider here somewhere. And we'll see some aerial pics of this, too. Stucco siding. I don't know if it had gutters. I'll have to check again. Here's a little walk-in area. Walk into a little dining area. So you walk over here. I'm not sure what any of this is yet, so we'll find out. Quartz countertops by the look of it. Gas stove down here in this area. There's nobody that's a professional cook that wants a electric stove. Like, nobody. I don't want it, and I'm not a professional cook. If I had to live with it, I will. But anybody who's a real cook does not want anything to do with electric stove. It's pretty easy. Okay, so there's your laundry right there. Your front door is behind us, I think. Well, no, front door's right here. Sorry. Laundry's over here to the left. The kitchen's over here to the left as well. That's a bedroom up front. There's another bedroom by the looks of it. Let's see if we can get moving here. Photos, folks. Photos. Quartz countertops, pretty. A lot more cabinets in this house than the last one. Did you notice it? Compared to this one, way more cabinet space. Not even close. Double the size of cabinet space. Okay. Nice. Okay. So we get to the there's the pantry at least. So here's the master with carpet. Let's see if it has a dual closets. It does. So you have a closet here and a closet on the other side. So you got his and her closets. Love it. I also like this layout where the sinks are separated. Got your own space. Love that. Pocket door toilet forward. Shower to the right. Very nice. Here's another bed that's up front on the front of the house, obviously. All right, so here's a bathroom that's shared. Nice. Here's your other bed. Okay. I want to see the backyard. So golf cart garage, 2-car garage, not a sealed driveway, or not a sealed garage floor, but that's fine. You got some room back here for a pool. You could definitely put one in back here. You can see the divider line right here going down. Big lanai, it's expanded. Yeah, you got room here. You could definitely do something wild with this lawn. Got a ton of front lawn too, which is nice. For some people, I'm not sure if they like that or not, but you do got some space from your neighbors. It's awesome. All right, there we go. That's what I'm trying to see some aerials here. See if we can get to an aerial. There we go. Okay, so this looks like the property line right here. So you got a ton of room there. And then over here, not really sure, but I'm assuming it goes right up here somehow, or at least diagonal here somehow. You got some room here for a pool. You could definitely do it. I don't mind this house. So 6991 Sugar Creek Path, 3 beds, 2 bath, 1,861 square foot, 560, $300 a square foot. Built in 2023 in Lake Denham. A lot of privacy here. You're not next to the highway in this house, neither. And you're down near the southern portions, right off the thruway. You're not too far from Oklahoma, not too far off 470 down to Eastport. So this is not too bad. Think about this one. So if you're looking to do a lifestyle visit, please let me know. Let us know. Email me, contact me, text me, call me. Just let you know, if you're looking to do a lifestyle, we'll refund you up to $1,000 back of your lifestyle visit if you buy a house through us. Fast Home Search. Go here, go to Fast Home Search. I have all the searches in the villages broken down for you to make your life simple without having to play with a search criteria. If you like that stuff, fine. But for some people, they may have a hard time with that. Map download. Download our maps. Been hugely successful. Let you select each individual village within the villages to open up the inventory on our website. So if you're looking for specific villages, it's great, and also lets you learn where the village highways and roadways are and where they go. Open houses, go there. I update them every day in a PDF format now. Makes it easier because the previous system I had was a little quirky. New build costs, take a look at that. Thinking about going down there to those new builds, not going to cost you a lot of money. Think again, download my sheet. It'll definitely tell you. So, and if you're looking to sell a house, go here to this home valuation. If you have a home in the villages, go to sell home valuation. This will give you a estimated value of your property. If you don't mind, we'd like to come out and take a look at your home and see if we can give you a better value than we think it's going to sell at. If you have a house in another state, you need us to help you sell that. Please let us know. We're getting a much larger referral network, and we can actually help you get a great realtor come out to your place, give you a value, and help you sell your house so you can get your butt down here to the villages. So everybody have a rocking day. I'll be talking to you soon. And if you have any questions, please let me know. My information is down below. And have fun.